Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. I know some of you guys, some of you guys go say, man, you need to stop using Internet Explorer, bro. I mean, the game just happened like a day ago, bro. You need to upgrade up. We're living in the 21st century now, where technology is more advanced and frequent. So you just need to start using Chrome or a new Google search engine or something. You need to stop using Internet Explorer, bro. We're getting the results rather late, and it's not that it was late. I knew the results after the game. I actually watched the game, actually 75% of it, but um, it's just that I didn't. For better, I just didn't feel compelled. It's not because of the result, because I wanted them to lose, although we're losing, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. But it's because I just didn't feel motivated to do the post match, not interview, because I didn't play the match, the post match reaction. And plus, it would look kind of stupid to do the match reaction and then do the preview of the PSG match and then the match reaction to the PSG match. Well, like, not the PSG match because I don't support PSG, but the Manchester United game against PSG. So I just want to do everything in totality in this video podcast. So as relates to the result, Manchester United thumbed Newcastle or numbed Newcastle at their home, I should say, away from home. As relates to Manchester United's perspective, we didn't we were under the cosh. We were under the cosh in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. We actually conceded in the first 2 to 3 minutes, and I thought that was going to be a slow snowball effect that would affect the players' performances. Like Newcastle will build their momentum on on the goal scored. Like they're saying, we have an early goal. Let us build on it. Let's not lay back on it. Let us play and display a performance that can actually play Manchester United off the park. But before I get into that, I was an hour before the game. Manchester United came out with the starting 11 towards the game, and I don't think and it goes without saying, I don't think any United fan expected that lineup. No, make no mistake. Yes, Manchester United, I would say this, and I think I've alluded to it in my last previous podcast. Manchester United needs to go on a prayer and fasting for 2 weeks. If not 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks, because this is a period where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to show himself why he's vital to the title of being a Manchester United manager. Because we're playing PSG in a couple of days, we're going to be playing Arsenal and other clubs, which United, because we haven't started the season as a United team, we haven't started on the right foot. Because in this period, it's going to test Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics, his his strategy, if there is any, his style of play that we just hope to be displayed on the pitch at some point. We want to see how Ole withstands the pressure. That's where he's going to be. Hold on. That's where he's going to be cut. I mean, diamonds have to be cut. Gold has to be displayed into the flag. People have to be persecuted for their beliefs to see where they stand. And we want to see where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stands as it relates to being at Manchester United as our manager. We cannot have this guy in the manager's seat crossing his 10 and holding his leg like he's trying to qualify for a model contest down the street. We cannot be doing that. We need to see how good Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is. But back to the game. So Newcastle got the first goal, and I thought, okay, the game is going to be one of them games, if you know what I mean. And Newcastle was building deep. They were counter attacking. I mean, they were playing the ball to Joelinton and Wilson, and that right winger I think is Maxine. I call him Gucci because I mean he wears Gucci and he plays Gucci. But yeah, Manchester United was on the course that they couldn't keep up with the tenacity which momentarily came from Newcastle. And Newcastle is not a side that attacks that much. So this was like foreign language to me because although I don't watch Newcastle that much, I know that's not Newcastle's claim to fame. I know that's not Newcastle's playing game. I know that's not how they play on a weekly basis. The defense of Manchester United needs to be called into question. The starting lineup kind of looked dire to me. Maguire, I was surprised that Maguire started, and I was like definitely very surprised to see Juan Mata starting. Although we have a lot of fixtures coming up, so it would be very smart to rest up the top players. And yeah, so Mata played. Daniel James started. No, Daniel James was getting a lot of fire, and I would expect that from Harry Maguire, but James was getting a lot of jobs taken at him. Yeah, there were a lot of bad claims made to Daniel James' name, and people were saying like, "Why is this guy starting? What's he doing in the starting lineup? We don't want him in the starting lineup." But he didn't play bad. But back to the game, so United equalized. United actually got a penalty, and Bruno Fernandes actually missed the penalty, and Bruno Fernandes got a goal, which was a very good assist from Marcus Rashford, and the display. This is what you guys need to understand. We're in Manchester United is in the possession of a player that maybe has passed his prime, but at this time his mind is still in sync with reality as relates to football. Manchester United still has one of those players from the bench that can actually make a difference and is of the essence as relates to getting essential points for Manchester United. Whether it's in the Carabao Cup, because he won't be starting that much in the Premier League, and in the FA Cup, if not the Champions League as well. Juan Mata is a special player. He's a special one. He plays when the game matters really. He's one of the players that will always cut the cake if there needs to be a situation where he will make a stand. If you look at how he played yesterday with Bruno Fernandes, his link-up play was just that is just Spain. He's just Spanish, so it's Spain genes. You would think this guy came from La Masia at Barcelona, but he played at Valencia, and he found himself at Chelsea. And since he's at Manchester United now, we have to show gratitude. Of our attitude needs to show gratitude towards Juan Mata. He's a special player. He's a special player. But Marcus Rashford got a goal. He assisted. Yeah, the second half was just world class, and I would like to commemorate and congratulate Wan-Bissaka for getting 50 appearances for Manchester United, and he got a goal on his 50th appearance. And hell, sure, I won't be surprised if he got another goal on his 100th appearance. It would be a trend from 50 appearance to another 50 appearance. But I don't want to But he played very well yesterday, Wan-Bissaka. I think he needs to improve his game so that he can claim the name of being a top player. Because I believe there's a top player in Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, that is 3 points for Manchester United. Hold on. That is 3 points for Manchester United. And we just need to be aware that we have a player that can make a difference. That's Bruno Fernandes and Juan Mata. Now Paul Pogba came on and he made a difference. He's just different grave, isn't he, Paul Pogba? He signed a new contract, but as relates to the PSG match, I'm going to give my preview for the PSG match. So I'm not just going to do a hybrid for the post-match reaction and the preview to the PSG versus Manchester. No, I'm going to do everything in total. This is going to be the full cake. So this is my intake on the PSG against Manchester United preview. Now we're in the Champions League. We got third last season, and there is a reason for that. Manchester United needs to make their name known into the Champions League. We have a top-class goalkeeper. We have a top-class midfielders, plural. That's Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. I would say Nemanja Matic, but Nemanja Matic should be played mostly. His game should be played mostly in the Premier League. I don't mind if he gets game in the Champions League, but I don't want my old man to be burnt out. Because he'll be the first thing smoking. He's not a player that has a lot of stamina because he's coming to the age in the era of his life where he needs to be playing in one playground, and that's primarily the Premier League. My lips are kind of dry. It's getting cold. The fall has fallen upon us, but yeah, I need to moisten my lips. So, as relates to the PSG preview, I would say this: PSG is a world class side. They're a world class side, and the problem with PSG is that, because people say, yeah, PSG is a world class club. They're not a world class club. No world class club is in a zero possession of Champions League. If PSG was a top club, they would have a Champions League title already, and they squandered and wasted that chance last season. So this is my take. PSG is a top club, not a top club, I should say, a top team. I think Balotelli did say that when he was at Marseille. PSG is a top team. They have top attackers, mostly top attackers. They have a decent defense that can be worked through if you're in tune with being tactful. The midfield is solid. They have Sarabia, they have Draxler, they have Paredes, they have Di Maria, they have Ander Herrera, and they have Gay from Everton. Yeah. So their midfield, and Marquinhos can play midfield as well. So their midfield is solid. Their attack, of course, is Icardi, Neymar, and Mbappe. And since we're going to be playing at the Parc de France, Manchester United is going to get space in behind. Manchester United is going to get space in behind. And that means you need to have a starting level that's based on pace and counter-attack. Pace and counter-attack. PSG, it's rare for PSG to play a low block because they're not about a low block. They are a side that is based on high pressing and having a high defensive line by the halfway line. So it's about time where Manchester United play a football that is just exploiting space. I'm not saying playing balls over the top, because PSG will be aware of that, because we have Rashford, we have Martial. That's kind of fast, but we just need to know what to do against PSG. PSG lost their leader, which was one of their best defenders in their history, and they lost their top goal scorer, which is in our possession, of course. But we just need to be aware that PSG is still a young squad, and they have Draxler, which I call him Dracula, but he's Julian Draxler. PSG is a solid side that can actually beat us by 4 or 5 goals if we are not aware of our defense. Our defense needs to be needs to be the essence of getting a clean sheet. David De Gea hasn't had a clean sheet this season. Whether that's on his part or on the part of the defense, whether how you want to nice or slice it, the defense will have a clean sheet. David De Gea doesn't have a clean sheet. His hymen has been broken ever since the season started. So with that being said, my thing is this: Manchester United needs to be starting David De Gea in the goal, Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, and I say Eric Bailly because PSG is all about pace and tenacity. Neymar is fast, definitely Mbappe is fast, and Icardi can do a thing or two if there is space given to him. So, and Di Maria, don't even get me started on Di Maria. Di Maria is fast, although he's getting of the age, but he's somewhat fast. So hold on. It's very important that Manchester United, just understand that PSG is all about pace. and they are technically gifted players. They're not like a Daniel James that is just pace personified or pace primarily. No, my man, they have pace, and they have um they have technical ability. So it's important that Manchester United go into this game with a tactful plan. We don't want to go all out because we're going to get turned out by probably 5 or 6 goals, and we don't want that. So it's best that Manchester United go with a professional plan. Let us try to make a 1-goal win, if not a draw, and beat them at home at Old Trafford. Let it be, it doesn't have to be the most slickiest type of performance, or the most purple patch type of performance, or the most grazy of type of performance. Our performance needs to be professional, Jose Mourinho-esque, if you want to go down that road. It needs to be Jose Mourinho-esque. But more emphasis on the attack. We need to attack PSG. PSG will play with a high degree of space behind them. So Rashford needs to attack the space. Martial and Mason Greenwood. Bruno Fernandes will get chance creation. Paul Pogba will get chance creation. Matic will be able to cover, but he cannot do it alone. And if he even starts, which I'm getting to the starting lineup right now, my man should not be playing full 90 minutes. My man shouldn't be playing in the war for full 90 minutes. My man should come off probably about 50, not 50, probably 65 to 75 minutes. 75 minutes tops. And put on Fred as a cameo in the game. We cannot make the MO of Fred as just being a player that will just stay on the bench. We have players that can actually come on. And Donny van de Beek needs to play. Donny van de Beek needs to play. He made a very good his presence was a present to the Manchester United players. When he came on, Manchester United won. And that won the heart of Manchester United fans, because we have a player that we can rely on. This is a player, I wouldn't say he's a Herrera type, but I would say he's a Herrera type in terms of passion. A passionate player that is from the heart. I mean, that's the art of his work. But this is where Manchester, as relates to the first starting level in the first group match of the Champions League, I was saying David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly needs to play because of the pace from PSG's front three, if not front four, if Di Maria is playing as a number 10. And left back, I would have Alex Telles, because I'm pretty sure he's played some Champions League games, so he'll be making his debut. In the midfield, Nemanja Matic, but I believe he should be taken off by the 70th minute, if not the 75th minute, the latest. Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes as the midfield three. The front three, as you could see and realize and recognize, it would be Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, and Mason Greenwood. Marcus Rashford, Dr. Rashford. So we need to be displaying a performance that is not really a prime 2009 Barcelona. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we should go out like a 2004, 2005 Chelsea that was just breaking down teams and, just dominating sides. I'm not saying that. We need to have a professional performance against PSG at the Parc de France come on Tuesday, on the 20th of October in the year of our Lord 2020. Manchester United has enough players to beat PSG, but it's all about the strategy that Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to apply so that United players can comply with that and get a result, a very good and satisfying and satiating result from that. Let us not go all out, because again, we'll get turned out by probably 5 or 6 goals. Let us not get that. And yes, we might score goals, but let us not concede a lot of goals. Let us work on our defense, because the defense is the essence of getting 3 points and also getting a clean sheet. So again, you guys know what's up. So leave your comments down below in the comment section on your thoughts. number one on the thoughts of the Manchester United game. I know it's kind of been late, but leave your thoughts in my comment section below anyway, and give what's your thoughts on the game. Who do you think it should start? Always should start, because you're not the manager for Manchester United, apart from FIFA, of course, or Dream League, of course. But who do you think supposed to start for Manchester United against PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, on the 20th of October in 2 days time? Leave your comments down below in the comment section. My prediction is probably 2-2 to 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. I believe that will be a professional. I don't care how the game goes, but if the result is decent, I mean the game can be acceptable as well and satisfactory, but the game needs to be very not necessarily in United's favor, but we need to get goals. We need to get goals. So again, leave your comments down below in the comment section on what's your thoughts on the game against Newcastle and what you think the game against PSG will be like. Leave your comments down below, and I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast, which will be the post-match reaction of the PSG game, and I'll show it to you guys after the game. Peace.